Hey, welcome to this intermediate core practice flow. In this flow, we're going to focus on all the core muscles, not just the abdominals. Think about the pelvic floor, the inner thighs, the glutes, the back, even the neck. And we're going to go a little bit slower at times so that we can use those stabilization muscles to support ourselves with strength throughout this flow. As always, stay connected to your breath and enjoy. Start kneeling at the back of the mat with your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes and take a big breath in through your nose. And a big sigh out through the mouth. And again, breathe in. And breathe out. And take as many of these as you need right now to really release whatever it is out of your system that needs to come up and out. And as you breathe, allow your body to respond to that breath and move with it. It's important to find this relationship with your breath and your body. That they're moving together, that one is not rushing ahead of the other. And that way we can really embody this practice with as much continuity as possible. And you're going to take some side tilts from here. Take whatever hand down by your side, doesn't matter which side you start. And inhale, reach the opposite arm up over the head. Exhale, slowly take it round to the other side. Inhale, scoop it up and over the head, reaching it over. Exhale, back into center. One more on each side. Starting this core practice nice and slow. Exhale, take it to the other side. Final big breath in. Find as much space as you possibly can. Exhale, back into center and then interlace the fingers behind you. Squeeze the shoulders back, lift the chest. And slowly exhale, drop your belly down towards the thighs, forehead towards the floor. Keep the hands interlaced and bring the arms up over the head. It doesn't matter if your bum doesn't quite touch the heels or the forehead doesn't quite touch the floor. Start to move a little bit from side to side here with interlaced fingers. Stretching across the chest and the back and down the arms. As you exhale now, release your hands and slide them forward and also ripple forward into all fours. Straight away here, have a moment to wiggle. However it is that you need to arch, curve, tilt, circular. And over the next couple of breaths, this is going to set you up to come into a high plank. So use this time wisely to claw down the fingertips, push the ground away. Take hold of that movement of pushing. Tuck the toes, squeeze the legs together, and eventually lift the knees off the floor and find your high plank. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze your glutes, push the ground away. There's a dome-like sense in the upper body, like you're spacing out the space between the shoulder blades a little bit more. You're containing the lower ribs in, almost feeling like you're pulling the hip bones up towards the ribs. And when you're in this high plank, you're going to cross your right knee to your left elbow. Really get it as high up the arm as you possibly can. Then slide your right knee to your right elbow. Step your right foot back, high plank, squeeze the legs. Other side, step your left knee over towards your right elbow. Slide the left knee to the left elbow. Left foot back, high plank. So that was slightly more robotic. I want you to do it again either side and add a bit more wiggle and groove, a bit more of a curve. Step it back. Onto the other side, cross your left knee to your right elbow, circle the motion round, step the left foot back, high plank, and then bend both of your knees as you tilt the tailbone up towards the sky. Claw the fingers to the ground, and you're in a tiger dog. So tiger dog is basically downward facing dog, but bend the knees, and I want you to feel like you're really about to pounce. And we're going to use that pouncy feel to move off the breath. As you inhale, pull the right knee forward and towards your chest, round it forward into high plank. Exhale, step it back into tiger dog. This is where you're going to keep coming back to. Inhale, pull the left knee forward, round the spine. Exhale, left foot back, tiger dog. And again, inhale, right knee forward. Exhale, right foot back, bend the knees. Inhale, left knee forward. Exhale, left foot back. Nice one. Hold this here in that nice tiger dog. And you're going to bring your right knee forward to the back of the right elbow this time. Hold it here. This is where we're going to really feel the core and the core muscles, pretty much everything in the torso and anything connecting towards the hips. As you exhale, lower your right knee towards your right elbow. Sorry, right wrist, my apologies. Inhale, pull it back up towards your elbow. Exhale again, lower the right knee towards the wrist. Inhale, pull the knee back up towards the elbow. Give me it one more time. Exhale, right knee down to the wrist. Inhale, squeeze it back to the elbow, and now lower the right knee and shin all the way down. Tuck the right toes, and you may even want to crawl the hands a little bit further forward and lift the left leg. Flex the left foot, turn the toes down, and keep lifting the heel up as you now also pull the crown of the head up towards the sky. Arch the spine. As you exhale, pull the left knee in towards your chest, round the spine, push the floor away. Inhale, extend your left leg out, lift the right hand forward off the floor. Exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze underneath your body. Now you can do the same extension again, long arm and leg, or bend the left knee and reach the right hand towards the left foot. If you have this bind, kick the foot into the hand and open up the chest. Push the ground away, big breath in where you are. Exhale, slowly let go of the foot, bring your right hand down. Send your left leg long down the mat. Now watch here. You're going to slide onto the outer edge of the back foot and stack your right foot on top of the left. Your hands stay as they are. So the hands are still working it into high plank, and the lower body is working it into side plank. Hold this here, push the ground away a little bit more, squeeze your bum a little bit more, and we work into the obliques, the side abdominals. As you exhale now, swivel it back into tiger dog. Bend your knees, push the ground away, relax the head through the arms. Inhale, pull the left knee in towards your chest, round the spine. Exhale, step it back, tiger dog. Inhale, pull the right knee forward, round the spine. Exhale, right foot back, tiger dog. One more, again, inhale, left knee forward. Exhale, left foot back, find the breath. Right knee forward, big breath in. Exhale, right foot back, tiger dog. You're going to bring your left knee to the back of the left elbow. We do everything to the other side. Take your sweet time with it. As you exhale, lower the knee down to the wrist. Inhale, pull the knee back up towards the elbow. And again, exhale down. We want to find that lift. Inhale, find some height. One more time. Exhale, left knee down to the wrist. Inhale, left knee back up to the elbow. Now lower the knee and the shin all the way to the ground and tuck the toes. Lift the right leg up, flex the foot, turn the toes down and lift the heel towards the sky. Lift the crown of the head up. Exhale, pull the right knee in towards you, round the spine. Inhale, extend your right leg out, slide your left hand forward off the floor, breathe in. Exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze in. Inhale, either extend the arm and leg long or bend the right knee and reach your left hand to the right foot. So you want to find that balance here. It's pretty tough. We're balancing on one arm and the opposite leg. One more breath in. Exhale, let go of the foot, bring your left hand down. Slide onto the outer edge of the right foot. Stack the left foot on top of the right. Squeeze your bum, push the hips up and press the ground away. One more breath in here. Exhale, find that downward facing dog now. So you may want to straighten the legs up a little bit more. Pedal out your heels one at a time. Work into the soles of the feet. Claw the fingers into the ground and push. One big breath in where you are. One big breath out where you are. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, ripple forward into high plank. Hold this here. You're going to take 3 little chaturangas. As you exhale, hug the elbows in towards your ribs. Remember, you can lower the knees in these chaturangas, right? Inhale, push it back up into high plank. And again, exhale, little bend in the elbows. Inhale, push back up. Last one, exhale down. Now you go all the way down onto your belly, all the way down, control it. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Keep the belly to the ground if you go for it. Exhale, drop your forehead to the floor. Tuck the toes, push it back. Downward facing dog. As soon as you're there, you lift your right leg, point the toes, bend the knee and open up the hips. Now you can have your left knee slightly bent, totally up to you how you feel right now. You want your back to feel nice and long. And have a play around here with your right leg. Let it really fall behind you. Play around with it. You can stay where you are as you play, or come up onto your left fingertips only, and we work into a bit of a balance. The right hand will stay where it is. And you may want to crawl the left fingertips slightly further down towards your left foot. Some people may want to hover the left hand off the floor and begin to send your left hand up towards where the right foot is. Who knows what might happen today? You may be able to grab the foot. Some days may be better than others for that one. And then eventually start to crawl the left fingertips further back towards the front of the mat again. We're going to step the right foot through between the hands. Lift it up into Warrior Two. Ground the back heel down. Windmill the arms open. Take a moment here to really feel into your Warrior Two. Wiggle the hips round, the ribs, the shoulders, the neck. Sit low in the right thigh. Now the arms are going to be a little bit different. We're going to come into a tricep grip. You're going to bring the right arm up and the left arm down. Bend your right elbow and reach down the spine. You bend your left elbow and you reach up the spine. You're either going to grab hold of your fingertips or your t-shirt, whatever is best for you right now. Then push your head into the forearm or the wrist that you can feel behind you, and let the right elbow lift up towards the sky as you pull against the hands or the t-shirt. Now, keeping the head attached to the forearm, can you push your bum back and tip the torso forward on this diagonal line to the inside of your front leg? Keep the arms where they are. Stay low with your right leg. You come to about halfway and then release the bind. Bring your right hand, the back of the right hand, to the inside of the right shin. Peel the left arm up towards the sky. And as you're pushing this right hand up against the inside of the shin, I want you to push the shin into it as well. Bit of dual action there. Now start to straighten up this right leg and find your Trikonasana, your triangle pose. Find length down both sides of the waist. One breath in here. Exhale, rebend the right knee and come back into Warrior Two. You're going to do that again. Right arm up, left arm down. Bend your elbows and reach for the fingers or reach for your t-shirt. Again, push the head into the forearm. Inhale, lift the elbow. Try and control the last ribs in a little bit. Exhale, tip forward. So you want to think about the core in terms of the back. So all the muscles in the spine, either side of it, hold it there. Release the hands. Again, find your Trikonasana. Set your arms up first, then you straighten the right leg. Maybe you want to take your fingertips to the outside of the right foot and add a very, very subtle back bend to this. Root the fingertips into the floor. Spiral the shoulders or the chest up towards the sky. Big breath in where you are. Exhale, find your Warrior Two one more time. Bring it back into that tricep grip. We're going to do something slightly different here. You grab hold of the fingertips or the t-shirt, pull the elbow up towards the sky and push the head into the forearm. Tip forward. When you get to this halfway point, you really hold it there. Can you get lower in the front thigh? Can you press down your back little toe a little bit more so that the inner arch of the foot doesn't roll in? Really press the little toe side of the foot into the floor. Now, as you find this halfway point, reach the arms out in front of you. Let go of your bind. You keep the arms up in line with the ears as if you're trying to reach for something with your fingertips. Then you slowly let the hands come down towards the floor on that diagonal line. Up onto your fingertips, keep it active. And is there a bit of movement here? And a movement in the shoulders, in your spine, in your hips. On your next set of breath, walk your hands next to your right foot and then pivot up onto your back tiptoe. Hold this here in this lunge. You may want to open your right foot out a little bit wider, so heel toe it over to the right, and start to come down into lizard. You can drop the back knee onto the floor if you want to. Now you may want to stay in this lizard with or without the back knee on the floor, or you might want to come into a bit of a bind here. So we are going to be deep in the right hip now, so prep yourself. If you know that you're feeling a little bit off in the hips, maybe stay with this lizard. If you want to go for the binds though, you're going to take your right hand and you're going to send your right hand to the outside of the right foot. So you've got to get low, get your arm to sort of snake through the gap of the leg there. And either place both of your hands to the floor, squeeze your right knee up against the right shoulder and add a bit of movement here. Now you may want to take an extra part of the bind. If you're going for this next stage of the bind, Your right arm is going to clamp around the right thigh, and the back of the right hand comes to the base of the spine. You might want to leave your left hand on the floor and lift the back knee and add a bit of movement here. Press down both of your big toes. If you want to go for the full Monty, you bring your left hand to your right hand. With or without the back knee on the floor, keep both of the big toes pushing firmly into the ground. And can you still move this? A little rock forward and back, side to side. One more breath in where you are. Exhale, everybody release your bind and bring both of your hands to the inside of the front foot and push the ground away so you lift your chest up. Lift the back knee off the floor. And as you breathe in here, I want you to start to lift the hips up towards the sky and straighten your front leg. As you exhale, rebend the right knee, chest forward. This lets the blood back in. Inhale, lift the hips up, or the feeling of it, right? Can you flex the front foot here? Exhale, lower the right foot down, bend the right knee. Well done. We're going to take it into a side plank. Your left arm is like your pillar. You keep your hips risen. You slide onto the outer edge of the left foot, the back foot, and stack your right foot on top of the left. Squeeze the legs together. Squeeze your bum, push the hips up, and reach the right hand towards the sky. So if you want to modify this, you lower your left knee and your shin down. Point the right toes, reach the right hand to the sky. Now everything is going to stay still except for this right arm. This is where you're using all those core muscles in your bum, in your inner thighs, in the abdominals, the pelvic floor, around the shoulders, keeping you nice and still. As you exhale, bring your right hand towards the floor, towards the left hand. And the only thing I really relate this to is if you've got a bow and arrow. Now pick up this imaginary arrow in your right hand. And when you breathe in, pull it back in the bow all the way up towards the sky. And again, exhale, right hand comes down, grab the arrow. Inhale, pull it back. Everything else is still. Last one, exhale, right hand down. Inhale, pull the arrow up. From there, can you lift your right leg up? Now you may want to bend the knee and really go for it. Press the hips up towards the sky. Or you may just want to have that right foot an inch off the floor. You're going to step your right foot forward towards the front of the mat. Maybe in one giant leap or in a couple of steps. Bring your right foot forward. Once it's there, we're in that lunge again. You're going to go either for 3 circular easy twists, twisting towards the front leg, or as you circle, can you slide onto the outer edges of both of your feet? Exhale, tap the hips down and work into the IT band. Inhale, press the hips up. Either go with your circles, or we go for this extra little pose here, which gets into the IT band, which is a big connective tissue that runs down the outside of the thigh. Last one, exhale, hips down. Let it out. Inhale, press the hips back up. Everyone find your regular lunge once again. From there, you're going to start to spring the weight forward into the front leg. And you're going to lift the back foot, back leg off the floor. Inhale, we lift. Crawl the fingers forward. Standing split time. So you might be working with something in your standing splits at the moment. You might be working on a balance, bringing one hand, maybe 2 hands up to the right shin, maybe hands off the floor completely up towards the lifted leg. Maybe it's just the hands on the ground. It's doing it for you today, and I'm happy about that. Don't worry. If you want to take a bind, however, bend the left knee. Reach the right hand up towards your left foot. Please don't feel like you have to struggle in this pose. If you're having to round the spine and curve everything to try and hold on to that foot, forget about it. Keep the left leg high. One more big breath in where you are. As you exhale, everyone, step your left foot long down the mat once again. You're going to lift up into high lunge. Press down the big toes. Inhale, scoop the arms up over the head. Straighten up your right leg and bring your hands together in front of your heart. Now you're in what I call pyramid legs. Now I want you to bend the back knee, tilt back with it. So you're feeling the deepest layer of your abdominals turn in towards your spine. So you're not sucking the breath, you just feel really solid with your upper body. Keep that left knee bent, press down both of your big toes and have a super strong drishti forward. Shoulders open, palms together, steady your breath. And then inhale, straighten the left leg. You're going to lower your back knee to the floor. So you've got to bend both of your knees to go down. Once the left knee's on the floor, inhale, reach both of the arms up over the head. Exhale, frame your front foot with both of your hands. And lift the right leg up into three-legged dog. Right leg is going to lift. Point the toes, bend the knee, open up your hips here. We're going to fall back into a wild thing. You're going to step your right foot behind your left thigh. Squeeze your bum and press the hips up towards the sky. Circle the right arm up over the head. Find that openness in the front of your body. Squeeze your bum. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Pull the right knee in towards your chest. Hold this here. You're going to hover your right knee down towards your right wrist once again. Inhale, pull it back up towards the elbow. Exhale, down. Inhale, pull it up. Now this time as you exhale it down, you lower down into pigeon. So the right foot might slide forward slightly. Left foot long down the mat. Take your hands out as wide as the mat, and as you exhale, bend both of the elbows and ripple forward and down. Inhale, ripple it all the way up. Exhale, ripple down. Bend your elbows. Let it out through the mouth. Inhale, ripple all the way up. Exhale, ripple all the way down. This time as you ripple up, walk your hands a little bit further towards your right shin. Plant the hands to the floor, tuck the left toes, and step straight back into high plank. Squeeze the legs together. Chaturanga, exhale, we go down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, push back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Point the toes, bend the knee, open up the hips. And you might want to stay where you are as you open the hips or bend the supporting knee, or you want to work into a balance. If you're working into the balance, lift up onto your right fingertips only and crawl the right fingertips down towards the right foot. Maybe you lift the right hand off the floor. Maybe the right hand grabs the left foot. Who knows? We don't know unless we try. But you decide where you want to be right now. Walk your hands again forward towards your right, and to walk the right hand forward towards the front of the mat and step your left foot through between your hands. Lift up into warrior two, ground the right heel into the floor. Windmill the arms open. Take a moment to wiggle out your hips and your ribs, your shoulders, your head and your neck. Sit low in the left leg. And we're going to go for our tricep grip right now. So it's good that you can see the back of me. You bring your left arm up and your right arm down. Bend your elbows, grab hold of your fingertips or your t-shirt. Push the head into the forearm that you can feel behind you. And then push your bum back and tilt your torso forward on the diagonal line to the inside of your front leg. You hold that there about halfway down. Lower your front thigh. Then you release the arms and bring your left arm and hand to the inside of your left shin. Spiral the chest and reach the right hand up towards the sky. Then begin to straighten your left leg and you find your Trikonasana, triangle pose. Find length in your waist, both sides of it. One breath in here. Exhale, bend the left knee. Find your warrior two once again and we flow straight into it. Left arm up, right arm down. Bend your elbows, grab hold of your fingertips or your t-shirt, push the head into the forearm. Tilt forward, push your bum back, pull the lower ribs in. Find that halfway point. Then release the arms, find your Trikonasana once again. Those of you wanting to go for that little extra, left fingertips go to the outside of the left foot. Straighten up your left leg and peel the right arm up towards the sky. Listen to the side of your body. How are you feeling today? Hug your thigh muscles to your bone. Exhale, bend your left knee. Find your warrior two one more time. This time you just do that first section. Bring the arms back into your tricep grip. Push the head into the forearms, keep it connected as you tilt forward and you push your bum back. You come down to that halfway point and then you extend the arms out in front of you, arms in line with your ears. Exhale, slowly bring your fingertips towards the floor. Relax the head through the arms as you push your bum back. Can you add in a bit of movement here? Press down your right little toe into the floor and try and lift the inner arch of the back foot. Then walk your hands to the inside of your front leg and pivot up onto your right tiptoe. And as you find this lunge here, take a big breath in. Heel toe the left foot slightly over to the left, and you can drop the back knee down. You can come down onto your forearms into lizard, and you decide if this is where you need to stay. It could be just one forearm down today. Otherwise, we're going to go into our binds. You can lift the back knee at any point. To take it into our first section of the bind, you send your left hand to the outside of the left foot and you hold this here. Squeeze your left leg up against your left shoulder. There should still be some movement. Option 2 with the binds. You clamp your left arm around the left thigh and bring the back of the hand to the base of the spine and you can still move. Option 3, right hand clasps the left hand. And you can lift the back knee on or off the floor at any point. Keep that movement going, a little rock, even if it's just a tiny rock, more internal rock. One more breath in. Exhale, release whatever bind you have and bring both of your hands to the inside of the front leg. As you breathe in now, lift the hips and straighten up the front leg. Exhale, bend the left knee, let it out. And again, inhale, lift the hips up. Can you flex the front foot? Press down the heel and lift the toes. Exhale, lower the toes down, bend the front knee. Well done. You're going to go into your side plank now. Right arm is your pillar of strength. You slide onto the outer edge of the right foot, stack your left foot on top of the right, squeeze your bum, press the hips up and reach the left hand to the sky. You know your modification here, you lower your right knee and shin down. As you exhale, reach the left hand towards the floor. Grab that imaginary arrow and inhale, pull it back. And again, exhale, left hand down. Have some intention with this movement. Inhale, pull it all the way back up. And again, exhale, take it down. As you inhale, pull it up, lift the left leg. 1 inch or several feet, who knows? You're going to step your left foot forward in one big leap, or you go for a few steps. Up to you. And once you're there, straight away we go for our circles. Left arm circles round. Or you can go onto the outer edges of your feet and tap the hips down. 3 of those. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Find your regular lunge. You're going to start to press the weight forward into your front foot. And as you lift it forward, your right leg will lift up to the sky, standing split. It doesn't matter how high you get this right leg. And you may want to bend the knee and go for the bind or go for some balances. Whatever it is that you feel like doing today. And you're stretching out the back of the left leg. It's a good juicy hamstring stretch. Enjoy it. Adjust these if you need to, of course. And if you're working with props, you have bricks or books underneath your hands. Everybody, wherever you are, slowly step your right foot long down the mat. Lift up into high lunge, ground the big toes. Stability as you lift all the way up and straighten your front leg. Bring your hands together and take your hands in front of your heart. We're in those pyramid legs again. Up onto your back tiptoe. Bend the back knee only a few inches. And as you bend it, you tilt back again. So super strong. Hugging all those muscles in towards the midline that runs down the central channel of your body, right? We're squeezing it in. And then straighten your right leg, breathe in. Bend both of your knees and lower the back knee to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Have a moment where you can really release. Big breath in. And as you exhale, soften forward, bring your hands down. Lift your left leg up into 3-legged dog. Point the toes, bend the knee, open up the hips. Let this left leg gently fall behind the right thigh into wild thing. Squeeze your bum, press the hips up towards the sky. Circle the left arm up over the head. As you exhale, take your left hand down and pull the left knee in towards your chest. Hold this here. Exhale, hover the left knee down to the wrist again. Inhale, squeeze it back up. Exhale, hover it low. Inhale, lift. This time we lower down into pigeon. Lower your shin down, slide your right leg long down the mat, and open the hands out as wide as the mat. Breathe in, lift the heart forward. Exhale, bend your elbows and ripple the heart down. And again, inhale, ripple up, like you're trying to push away from the ground. Exhale, ripple down, bend your elbows. Try and think about your right hip pulling forward. Inhale, ripple up. Final time, ripple down. As you ripple up, walk your hands closer towards your left shin, tuck the right toes, and step back into high plank. Now in this high plank, I want you to still find your high plank position, but point the toes. So you're using your tarsal bones, the backs of your feet against the ground. Squeeze the legs together still, push the ground away. With your feet against the floor as they are, start to shift your hips forward towards the back of the wrists. Keep your ankles, shins, knees and thighs off the ground, and your chest is going to beam forward. Squeeze your shoulders back, squeeze your bum. Big breath in. Bend your elbows very gently and roll down onto your belly. Well done. Slide your hands out as wide as the mat. Come up onto your fingertips, bend your elbows, and inhale, lift the whole body. The whole torso off the floor. Squeeze your bum. Hold this here. Exhale, ripple down, letting it all out. You're going to sit your bum back into a child's pose. Toes together, knees apart. Sit your bum back onto your heels and rest the forehead down towards the floor. Big breath into the back of the body. Big breath out. Keep your forearms on the ground, look forward and start to pull the chest forward over the forearms and wrists and hands. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, hold it there. Your knees are 1 inch or 2 off the ground. Hold, claw the fingers into the floor. Think about that tabletop spine. Pull the lower ribs in so that you spread the space between the shoulder blades just that little bit more. You tone the pelvic floor in a little bit here and lift the hips up towards the sky. Begin to walk your feet closer up towards your elbows. And you can have your feet wide or narrow. It's completely up to you, and you can still bend the knees. So really we're in this dolphin pose that looks a bit like a tiger dog. So tiger, dolphin, dog. And in this pose, you can start to inhale, rock your chin forward towards your thumbs, and exhale, rock your head back through the arms. Dolphin press-ups. Inhale, rock forward again. Exhale, rock back. Last one, inhale, rock it forward. Exhale, rock it back, lower the knees, sit your bum to your heels once again, turn the palms up to the sky and take a moment for yourself here. We're going to do that same thing again, but you're going to interlace the fingers and do a headstand grip. So it's an interlaced fingers with your little fingers lining up next to one another, not on top of one another, next to one another. So it's a bit more of a base for yourself. You press down the little finger side of the hands and press down the forearms. The elbows are actually quite narrow here. Now you can either just come up into your regular dolphin that you just did, but the hands are slightly different. Keep pressing down through the hands and through the forearms as you walk the feet up. And you can practice your dolphin press-ups once again. Or if you do want to take it upside down, tuck your chin to your chest, bring your head into the cup of the hands, and walk your feet closer. Point the toes. Maybe you can pike up. Press down the forearms. There's barely any weight going on your head. Or maybe you need to bring your legs in one at a time. Just find that point at the top if you're going for it, and then slowly come back down again. Control. Switch on the bandhas, right? The energy locks. Pelvic floor. Sit your bum to your heels. Everyone rest it here. Big breath into the back of the body. Big sigh out through the mouth. Your toes are touching again and your knees are apart. Keep your legs in that position as I want you to slide up to sit on your knees and your shins. You're then going to sit right up onto the shins themselves, and you keep your feet together. Your knees are wide. And what this is it's externally rotating your thighs, and it's allowing your bum to squeeze a little bit more, a little bit harder. So we'll take it into one back bend here, a little round of back bends actually. You're going to send your left hand behind you, fingertips onto the floor, then squeeze your bum, press the hips forward, And reach the right arm up over the head. Breathe in. Exhale, sit your bum down to your heels and switch sides. Right hand back, squeeze your bum, press the hips forward, circle the left arm over the head. Exhale, sit your bum down, circle the arms round again. And again, if you want to, lower the forearm down. Inhale, squeeze the bum, press the hips forward, right arm over the head. Exhale down, one more to the other side with your hand or your forearm down to the floor. Once you're done, slide the hands forward. Step or hop forward into Malasana, Yogi squat. Feet wide, about as wide as the mat, heels in, toes out, sit your bum down. And you want to bring your hands to together in front of your chest and the elbows to the insides of the thighs. Take a moment. And as you're pressing your elbows into your thighs, press the thighs back into the elbows. Add a little bit of movement and natural rock. It's okay if the heels are off the floor. We're all at a different point here. We're all working with different things. So find the pose that feels really good and natural in your body. And then you can start to open it up with the arms. Side tilts, maybe even a bind, whatever it is that you need to do here. Couple more breaths where you are. And you're going to bring your hands to the floor and lift the hips up into a forward fold. Send the hips up, maybe the legs will shake a little bit as they reach the top. Heel toe the feet together. And you're in your regular Uttanasana, forward fold, little tiny bend in the knees. Hands rest to wherever they most naturally rest. Drop the weight of the head and let it all out. I'm going to say if you really want to take it up into a crow, you can absolutely take it into Bakasana, feet together, claw the fingers into the floor, hug the forearms a little bit closer in towards one another and bend your elbows, knees up to the armpits. And you can just do the prep or you can stay in a forward fold. If you want to take it forward into your arm balance, then that is completely up to you. 1 foot, 2 feet off the floor, hips high. You can jump back, you can just bring the feet down. You don't have to be there for too long. It's a shorter flow today. So just kind of creep into those poses. Maybe just dip your toe into it a little bit. Doesn't have to be forever. And then from there, inhale, come into Arda Uttanasana. Slide the hands up to the shins, pull the crown of your head forward. Exhale, take a forward fold, belly towards your thighs. From there, I want you to step your feet back behind you, straight away pike your bum up into a downward facing dog, and then either step or hop down onto your bum. Lift the legs out in front of you and straight away slide the feet way out in front of you, so into a low boat, low Navasana. Arms out, point the toes, feel that little shake. And then as you inhale, pull it all back up together. Try and squeeze the legs together. Exhale, we go into that low boat. Inhale, we squeeze it up. This time as we go into our low boat, bring your hands together in front of you. Hold that there, little bend in the knees, and then twist to the left, and then twist to the right. One more, twist to the left, twist to the right. Reach the hands out towards the toes, big breath in. Exhale, we lower it all the way down. Well done. So as it was just your 45-minute flow today, whatever you feel that you need to take at this point, a little twist, maybe a happy baby. I'm going to throw it out to you. There may be something that you're practicing that you want to squeeze in right at the end here. But really, this bit, once you got your back on the ground, this bit's for you. Nice. Feel the ground beneath your spine. Finally, we made it. And in the next minute or so, you can bring yourself into your resting place. We're just going to rest here for a minute. You can have the soles of your feet together, knees open, legs long, arms high, wide, or narrow. Up to you. Close the eyes. And then once you're there, take a big breath in through your nose and a big sigh out through the mouth. Well done. Take in this rest for yourself. And then begin to deepen your breath and rest your awareness into the whole of your body, into your fingers and into your toes. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. And then exhale, hug your knees into your chest. And either rock to the side or rock all the way up into your closing seat. A position that's nice and comfortable for you. You can rest the hands on your thighs, your belly, your heart, palms together, wherever it is that feels natural. And as we sit here, take it all in, all the movement, let it absorb into your body and let it move off the mat with you. Take a final breath in together and a final breath out together. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. As always, get in touch if you need to. Like and subscribe and comment. I love to hear from you. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of the day.